May 5th, 2020. Doesn't matter what day it is. Being perfectly honest, I have no desire to do this right now. I'm just bored. Oh, it's always, it's always hardest at night. You feel that? Like the loneliness sets in. That hole that you filled with your stand-up comedy is like gaping. Oh, fuck. It's always hardest at night. This is when I miss stand-up comedy the most. In the daytime, like it's bright out, you can go out to the grocery store, I guess, and feel like you accomplished something with your day. You bought eggs and rice and shit. But at night, man, like, I don't know. I don't know how normal people did it. Like, I don't know how you can not be a stand-up comedian or a musician and be out every night. I don't know. You guys are weird, man. You're the weird ones, not me. I'm perfectly reasonable with my passions. I'm going to dive bars every night to get heckled by drunk idiots. I miss it so much, man. Fuck. Like, just thinking about it puts a smile on my face. Ugh. You think, like, I don't know. I'm thinking when. What the fuck? Okay. What was I saying? Sorry about that. You normal people. Yeah. How do you guys do it? All the normal people that are listening. How did you guys before, BC, before Corona? How did you guys spend every night at home? I don't get it, man. I mean, it seems relaxing, I guess, but it is so much fun, like, every night having no idea. There's a rhythm you get in with stand-up comedy. Like, if you're doing it every single night, there's a rhythm. You're seeing the same people for the most part. And then you get to a point where you're starting to hear the same jokes. But every show, there was always something happening for the most part. There's always some sort of excitement, a little jolt of energy that would go through your system. Like every day, I'd wake up, and the first thing I thought about was stand-up comedy and being able to do it in the evening. And the whole day was just spent thinking about that. Now, is that healthy, Aaron? Maybe not. Maybe you shouldn't be completely obsessed with one thing. Balance, working on your chi, is it chi? Working on your chi. But still, it's a passion, it's something I like. I fucking miss it so bad. Like, now I wake up and there was a point where I remember early on, I would forget that there was a quarantine. Like, I would wake up and I would think, like, okay, gonna do my day, gonna hang out with deaf kids, and then gonna go get on stage and make a jackass of myself. And then it would take me a few minutes for it to click, like, oh, no. You're not doing shit today. Take a knee. Take a knee, sport. You're out of the game. Sit down on the bench, son. And now, like, I don't know. Now I wake up and definitely not sad. Like, I'm relaxed, I guess. I'm not really anxious about anything. Finally, this happened today, and this is fucking amazing. I finally was able to pay off one of my credit cards. So I got, you don't need to know all this. Wait, never mind. I'm not telling you all my financial information. I can't. It was like, also my social security number is 555. Yeah, you gotta leave some shit to yourself, I guess. You guys are nosy. Every listener here is fucking nosy. Getting into my business. Fuck, man, I miss it. It would be so much fun. Like, you would, every night, like, you would go, and then somebody, like, if a new person would come, there was this feeling of, there's a little bit of a flutter, a little bit of butterflies. Get to see somebody new, something different. That was kind of fun. And seeing, like, oh, okay, is this guy gonna bomb? You usually knew if someone was like their first or second time on stage, if they left it was like stage etiquette. Like if someone got on stage and did not move the mic stand out of the way or utilize it in any way, that's how you knew, like, oh, this guy's sweating. Sorry, I was having a polite adult conversation with a lady who's gardening right now, because that's the world we live in. It's kind of nice. Peace. I hope I can stay this peaceful, this calm, this happy when we go back to whatever the fuck we go back to. Like, I'm sure when stand-up's back, I'm gonna, ooh, yo, I'm gonna be so excited. But going back to work, I don't know how I'm gonna handle going back to work. I feel like I've seen the promised land. I know too much. I saw the what was that? The Rick and Morty reference that would have been nice and clever. The truth tortoise. That was it. Anyway, stand up, missing stand up, wanting to do stand up. Yeah. Oh, watching this. Yeah. You can usually tell like, immediately when someone was new, based off their mic etiquette. Like if they were cupping the mic, like they were trying to do a rap song. That's how you knew that they were new. They left the mic stand in front of them. That's how you knew they were new. What else? What were some other indicators? Someone who had their hat like way over their face. You could feel that. That was usually how you could tell someone was like their first or second time there. I miss like hanging out after a show in a parking lot, just fucking around, arguing about things. I don't know, is this sad or is this hopeful? Somber? I'm gonna say the tone of this particular rant is somber. I do feel more comfortable with pauses and silence and whatnot, and I don't mind thinking a lot more. I've been watching that Chappelle clip in pieces, and a little more Bill Burr again. I was rewatching Paper Tiger, and now that I'm able to like click into first person while I watch it, it kind of numbs the analytical side of everything. Like, you know, if you've listened to this long enough, hey, keep listening and share it with somebody that you think will listen to it. No, but for a long time I had trouble like not looking at things analytically, and sometimes I go into it, whatever, mind your business. Sometimes I go into that headspace, but when I'm watching stand-up now, I can kind of click into it a little more like an audience member and just kind of take in the comedy for what it is, which feels nice. But still understanding the minutiae and understanding what they're doing and being able to take something from it. And the comfortable, like there's even a point in Paper Tiger where Bill's being quiet. He's in a stadium. Fuck, I can't even imagine what that's like, having thousands of people staring at you while you're quiet on stage and just waiting for you to talk. And so he's in Paper Tiger or whatever, and he's being quiet because he's like transitioning or something. And people start clapping and making noise, and he stops him. He's like, hey, it's fine. Like, it's fine. Silence is okay. So if it's funny, laugh. If it's not funny, I'll know to move on. And that's like, that level of comfort seems to be really important in all of this. And so, working on it, I actually think that doing this is good practice. Did you feel that? Did you feel that silence? That perfectly timed, thought out, constructed silence. Yeah. No, this is I think this might have to be the outlet for now. Doing these longer video, record, whatever, audios, snippets. Doing longer ones could be my fix for stand-up for now. And I'm gonna still do short ones. I like the short ones. I don't know. If you actually listen to all of the long ones, email thebuddiesystem@gmail.com and let me know. Fucking stand-up, man. No, I just miss it. Miss it. And what else? Stand up, fucking pausing, silence. Yeah, silence is important. Comfort, doing. God damn, I went all over the place. Hold up a second. I'm gonna pause. I need to take a second. Let me take a knee real quick. Okay, predictions. I'm thinking. Stop it, Aaliyah. I'm thinking it's gonna be a little bit before we can go in bars and whatnot. I think this is gonna roll out kind of slowly in California. I know that they're going balls to the wall in Bama and fucking Idaho and Michigan and all of them. I know that they're just kind of going right into it. So, good for them, I guess. But I think California's gonna do slower. But I'm thinking that's where stand-up might come in. That's where street stand-up might come into play and be really helpful. Thinking like when things start opening a little bit, I can start doing some street stand-up and just tell people to like distance mildly. I think that might be kind of cool. I think I was talking to Carlos. I know I talked about it on one of the podcasts before about doing street stand-up and worrying about other comics doing it. And when I was talking to Carlos about it, he was saying, like, don't worry about it, man. Like, I think he said people don't have the balls to do it, which is flattering. Thanks, Carlos. But I think now that I think before people weren't going to do it because they weren't desperate. Like, they could just go do stand-up, at an open mic. So looking at me, they probably thought I was just a crazy person, which, isn't wrong, but that's besides the point. I'm concerned that, like, now this desperation is going to start happening. So either more people might ask me to come out there, or people might try to take it in their own hands. And I'm having mixed feelings. Like, if people ask me to come out, I don't mind bringing people out there. I think it's just a matter of who and if they have the maturity to not try to fuck with people, which I think is important, or not try to insult people. So I think it's kind of key. I really lost some steam there, didn't I? Fuck. Well, oh shit. Well, I'm going to take a second. And we're back. Okay, so I think if I can keep practicing doing this and just talking normally, practicing staying in first person while I talk and getting a little bit of jokes out there while I do it, just keep working on that and making the jokes more frequent and staying in first person longer. I think that I can take that same mentality to stage, like this calm. I can take it to stage and still do well. So if you're curious about how my fucking brain works, since I came back, I've been like going in and out of first and third. And I can feel myself shifting gears in and out and not being very focused for whatever reason. So I can't like latch onto an idea and joke about it. This is super meta and this is not fucking funny at all, but whatever. Like in my head, if I were to be in first person and decide like, okay, I want to be jokey, I'm gonna be fucking silly and be clever or whatever. I have to find a hook. Fuck, what was I talking? I was talking to KJ about it. Maybe I can. He was saying like you have to find the point. What is the point that you're trying to make? And so right before I took that break, that pause, and then came back, I didn't know what my point was. Even right now, I'm still not sure what my point is, and I'm able to figure out my point better when I'm in first person. So it's like, get in first person. I watched fucking, what's it called? Jarhead recently. And it's about Marines that are snipers, so I'm gonna use that metaphor. It's like a sniper, like a little sniper rifle. And when when I'm in first person, if I can just line that up just nice and tight, get that little red dot on the Arab dude's head with the mustache. If I can just get it right, like pinpoint it there, and then I can hook onto something, and then I can go and I can shift into third person, and Jesus Christ, I sound like a goddamn crazy person. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody who's listening, but my little fucking digital message in a bottle that I'm sending you guys. But that's the idea. So like shift into first and kind of hone in and understand what the fucking point I'm trying to make is, and then when I do understand that, I can shift into third and I can let my mind play with the idea. And even during that whole thing, it was going first and third. So it just takes practice. And I think I think I've gotten better at it. I think I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to re-listen to that first time I tried doing that long one where I was getting frustrated. I just can't listen to it. But I think I've gotten much further than that. There's a calm, there's a comfort about it at this point. Like I'm used to it now. It just takes practice. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm pretty confident I'm going to be successful at this whole stand-up comedy thing, is because I don't mind making an ass of myself, as I'm sure anybody that's ever met me is well aware. I just don't care, I guess. And as long as I get better at something, that's kind of all that matters to me. And if I can get better at it, dude, man. When I'm just doing stand-up, like if it was just like this, if it was like the coronavirus quarantine, but I was doing stand-up, this would be perfect. Minus, again, all of the everything shitty. And I've been working on being a hater less. Working on, putting down that haterade, sipping on that haterade. I was watching some sort of YouTube news bullshit that I watch, and apparently Tom Cruise wants to film a fucking movie in space, and he wants to work with Elon Musk. And my first reaction to that was like, all right, man, take a seat. Just can you just stop for a second? Like, can you stop being Tom Cruise and just be a person? Stop being the alien that is Tom Cruise. It feels like he's just slowly inching us closer and closer to his alien Scientology takeover. He's like, no, okay, all right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to climb on the top of a building. It's super tall, and it's going to be terrifying. And he's like, all right, I got bored with that. Time to get into an airplane and go even higher and closer to the atmosphere. And this is the step he's trying to take, guys. He's taking us to the Scientology world with Nemu. I think there's a character named Nemu in it. He's trying to take us to space. But yeah, he wants to film... so fucking stupid. He wants to film in space. And my first reaction to that was like, all right, man, fucking, can you not? Like, chill. And now my feeling of it is like, you know what? Fuck it. If Tom Cruise wants to go in space, have at it. Go for it, man. How old is Tom Cruise? I want to get at minimum 55, right? Like that dude's been doing Tom Cruise since like the 80s. No, it has to be the 80s, like Top Gun and shit. But yeah, so I'm working on being less of a hater. Let him do it. Let Tom Cruise go up in space. I guess my logic is like, if I want people to leave me alone with what my goals are, I should probably leave Tom Cruise alone with his goals. I don't want to tear you down, Tom. I know that. I know how much my opinion matters to you, and I just don't want to I don't want to hurt you. I don't want my words to stop Tom Cruise from going into space, because my words are that important. Anyway. Fuck, man, I miss stand-up. I know. I'm being lethargic about it. I get it, guys. Can we calm down? Stop talking over me. Oh, fuck, man. I just miss it. I miss, like, fucking around. I miss being on stage. I don't know how to, like, it. Hold up. Got a ghetto bird. Yeah, I want to be able to bring some of this energy to stage. I just gotta keep practicing, keep getting better at it. And I can just feel myself going in circles, and I'm kind of tired. So yeah, that'll be my daily dose of trying to entertain some fucking weirdo on the internet. All right, good night, some fucking weirdos on the internet.